I think I plugged in my mic because I unplugged my microphone. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate it. I think I unplugged my microphone and I plugged it back into the wrong USB, so now it doesn't recognize the microphone anymore. But I know I saw this shirt and I couldn't resist it. I had to buy it. I had to impulsively buy this shirt along with other things. But I think this one is definitely like up there in my favorites. But also, as I was saying, I'm back and I don't think I remember how to stream anymore. The same thing happened last time I was on vacation, like what, 6 months ago, something like that, 4. And then when I came back, I think I didn't stream immediately, and so it just got worse. And I almost didn't stream today, but we're doing it. We're doing it. Also this Friday I'm gonna be playing Dark Souls 1. I gotta download that and reset my "you died" command. But yeah, I'm just easing back into it today. But yeah, I went to Florida for my friend Noah's wedding, Noah the Boa, and it was very stressful. It was very stressful. I had to rent a car, and I had to put a safety deposit down for it, which ended up being like $500. And they said, yeah, we'll get it back in a week. And like I understand, like I wouldn't get it back immediately, because they have to make sure the car is like working all fine and all that. And I'm still worried. I'm still worried because oh, that place did not seem like it was run that well. When we were in there, well, first of all, it took forever for the shuttle cart to pick us up from the airport. It's supposed to show up every 15 or 20 minutes. We didn't see it for like 45 minutes. And that would have been really unlucky if we had just missed it. But we went in there, Austin, Pablo, and I. It was the three of us at first, and we were in line for probably an hour. And like throughout that hour, there was 2 people at the desk helping people, and like there was like problems going on with that. And then like as the hour went on, we saw probably like a dozen people who I had no idea what they were even doing. One of them was like just hanging out and talking with another worker who was doing a job. Then there was like other people coming in from the back door. I was like, oh wait, what are you doing back there? And eventually there was 4 of them at the desk, and we got everything working. And the person at who was helping me out get the car all situated, she had just worked with someone who was like frustrated, and rightfully so. The website that you used to get the car was like kind of like they're holding out on a lot of information about like things like there was a lot of hidden fees that you wouldn't like get unless you were like right there, or like you were right until you're like about to buy it or rent the car. And when she got to me, like I just wanted to be nice and not give her a hard time. But like she was just kind of like talking fast and be like, okay, you're doing this, and I'm like, okay. And hold on, let me just see if I got the refund back yet, because I will be devastated. They said it would take up to a week. It's only been like, when did we drop off the car? Like 2 days ago. I really don't want to be down another $500, especially since I impulse bought a lot of clothes. And it looks like I didn't get the money back, but it is still pending. It is still pending. I know. I'm gonna get everything going up here. Actually, hold on. Let me mute this. Let me mute this. I'm getting the habit of fading out the music so it sounds more natural, and I think that's a good idea. Thanks, me. Let me play some funky Nintendo music. I didn't look at any of these playlists. Well, I hope you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I think this is a little too peppy for r/am I the a-hole. How about some like Nintendo lobby music? I think that was 10 hours of Wii theme music. How about Wii music, but it's uncomfortable. Lobby music. We were going to stream when we were at the what the songs to fill an empty head. Various Nintendo music. 6 million views. We were gonna stream at the Airbnb.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Oh, it's a little late for that. Thanks, Renee. You too.
Happy New Year.
Appreciate it. We were gonna stream while at the Airbnb, but unfortunately it just didn't work out with time-wise. We ended up getting to the Airbnb on the arrival day, like 4.5 hours later than intended initially. And then, you know, Saturday was the wedding, and then Sunday we were just tired. So, unfortunately, it didn't work out, but it was still fun. I didn't get to do try to do the long jump in person, like the competition with Austin, but we're gonna be doing another trip this year, so we'll just postpone it till that. The 2 now or nevers and the one from you, Renee, and the one from Austin, we'll just keep that in the pending. Okay. So I already opened a couple of posts today because I thought that would just be a little more efficient. And I don't know if all of these are bangers, but I pretty much just based it off of the title. I should probably zoom in a little bit too for this. Let me switch. Boom. Okay, there we go. I don't know why that was like that. Still got 10 subs pending. Yeah, oh yeah. And I was doing some lunges. I was doing some squats. I don't know if I would have like improved much. Also, I think the Airbnb we were at I wouldn't have really been good for it. Well, one, you don't want to break anything. Two, it was like it wasn't carpeted. So, unless we did it in our shoes and scuffed up the floor, we would have done it in socks and had no traction. Or we'd be shoe and sockless, and then it would have been like, Glamia? I forgot about that. Hold on. Glamia? Is the music too loud? I think it's fine, right? Okay. Okay, so first one. Am I the a-hole for not inviting my sister to my trip to Disney World? Already. Waverly Hills long jumps, perhaps? Yeah, while we're ghost hunting? Maybe, I don't know. I also thought that I need a new phone. Like, doing that kind of stream would be easier if I just had it on my phone. And I have a 10R, and it is aging poorly, and the camera is not that great. Me versus Ghost, yeah. Yeah. We need, like, a whole lighting setup. I got microphones for doing that kind of stuff on my phone, like, last year or a year and a half ago, and I've never used them. Alright, so, for not inviting my sister on my trip to Disney World, a lot of people are Disney adults and a lot of people are not, so it's kind of impossible to say. Oh, also, some of these posts, since they were like already highly rated, one way or the other, they have like the general consensus, but we don't care about the Reddit consensus anyway. I, female 33, am planning a trip to Disney World with my 9-year-old daughter. As a single mom, I've saved for this trip for years. My daughter adores all things Disney and wants to give her, and I want to give her at least one vacation that she can remember fondly. Aww. Yeah, nine's a good age. It's not too early. That's sweet. I scrimped and saved for this. I don't know what that word means. It's a long time coming, but the look on her face when I told her we were going to Disney World made it worth it. Let's go, me. Yeah, I mean, like, already, I don't really see a whole problem with not inviting the sister. This is, like, a personal family thing, and maybe because she doesn't have a hubby-wubby going with her, that'd be like, oh, hey, invite me, I'll go with you, but, like, I think it's still valid to have this personal time with your daughter. My sister, female 28, oh yeah, I just realized I have it backwards. It should be 28 female. Get on Reddit more. Sorry for yelling. My sister and I were close before I had my daughter. My sister is aggressively child-free to the point where she wouldn't even watch my daughter so I could shower because, quote, I have no obligation to provide free babysitting. Ugh. Ooh, that's ew. Not any obligation. Are you sure you're close? Does your sister not care about your baby? What the? World's number 10 million aunt. What the? Which has caused a strain on a relationship. Yeah. Yeah. No kidding. Even little things like Christmas gifts, birthday presents, she refuses to do since she's my spawn. Since she my spawn isn't her responsibility. Her words, not mine. Oh. 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 She's probably scared of children but won't admit it. There could be something like that, but like, I have no obligation to provide free babysitting. Would she do it if she was paid even? Would she do it well? Also, spawn? She's 28? Millennials, don't be a millennial challenge. Difficulty impossible. Ooh, I had to take my daughter with me to the ER back in 2020 because my sister refused to watch my daughter when my appendix ruptured. I had exhausted all other options. I've been distancing myself from my sister since, but somehow she caught wind of the Disney trip. Oh, Disney adult moment. Disney adult moment. Here we come. My sister is a self-proclaimed Disney addict. Ever since she started working a real job, quote, she's been going on expensive trips to the parks. Dang, no invite? I even think she's an annual pass holder despite living in Chicago. I knew some people like that. They go like every year, it's crazy. Even still. Regardless, ever since she heard about the trip, she's been asking me to go and saying that'll be a fun bonding experience for all us girls. Okay. I've been telling her no because she hates my daughter and I don't want her to ruin the trip. Oh my gosh. Oh, my mom thinks this is my sister trying to extend an olive branch. Oh, no. I mean, as the mom, like, you gotta play the middle ground at least a little bit, but trying to extend an olive branch, and I should take it. But I don't know. Am I the a-hole for not inviting my sister on the trip? No. No, she hasn't earned that trust. If you're gonna commit to a vacation like that, and it's just us girls, you know, you gotta. Sister's gotta. The sister's not extending an olive branch. She's like, hey, take me on this expensive trip, so it gives me another reason to go to Disney, like I do every single year. There's no comment about like if the sister ever invited them before. Like, this is just her inviting herself. This is like not like, hey, this is a good bonding experience. It's like another excuse to go to Disney. No, the sister all the way. But I feel like this is really easy. I don't even know if the comments are gonna because like here's the thing. This is a pretty simple post all around. I don't know if there would be any like scenarios in this story where the sister could be what's the word? Sorry, the music is like smoothing my brain over. Justified? Like maybe there's like small point, like none of the story is being told from the sister's point of view. So part of me wants to say like not enough information, but like from what I'm seeing here, if this is like purely the perspective of the poster, then like yeah, you have no reason to invite the sister. If she wanted to extend an olive branch, she would have done it a while ago in a different way. When your kidney ruptured, she wouldn't watch your child. Assuming this post is real. Also, I learned recently how to minimize these posts, just the line under them. Yeah. Not. Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, too easy. I'm skipping. This one's a little too plucky. What the... Okay. Am I the a-hole for borrowing my husband's work laptop without permission since I bought it for him? Okay, hold on. This isn't doing it for me anymore. Okay, hold on. This isn't doing it for me. Nintendo music to play on stream 1 year ago. I used this one before. Oh my gosh. Why is finding a decent playlist impossible? Let me go back to my old. The songs that I played at the starting soon, I really liked them. I was a fan of them, but I only like threw a couple of them together earlier today. I think I'm gonna go to my old starting soon though. Yeah, this is fine. Okie dokie. Oh, hydrate, so true. Oy. Immediately, my answer is, yes. It's a gift, it's his now, you don't own, like, full authority over all of his belongings, and what if he needs it for work? Or also, what if he just wants it? Did you buy him a laptop and do you not have your own? We'll probably get to that. This has some rewards. Okay, almost 20,000. Ooh, okay. Yesterday I had issues logging into my Facebook account on my computer, and went to borrow my husband's laptop to see if I could log in from there. The laptop was in his bag, and he left for work shortly after. I had issues logging into my Facebook account on my computer and went to borrow my own one to see if laptop was in his bag, and he left for work shortly after, so he didn't have it when he was at work. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Ew. Later, I got an angry call from him asking where his laptop was. I said I borrowed it to check my Facebook login, but he ranted about how it caused him... Okay, wait. Is this real? Is this a real post? I said I borrowed it to check my Facebook login, but he ranted about how I caused him grief at work by taking it without even asking. Yup. I reminded him of who bought this laptop to begin with, but he said it was supposed to be a gift from me. True. I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for him, and I wanted to get him a proper laptop for work. But is that a bad thing? No, you're not the bad guy for gifting him a laptop. You're the bad guy for taking it back when he needed it, so you could go on Facebook. What? He said still I shouldn't have taken it, and that Facebook login issues was not an emergency. That's true. That's absolutely true. He came in looking upset and avoiding me. I thought you overreacted to this, but he snapped and said it caused him crap at work. Yeah. I mean. Why is this okay? This was like, I got some of these from the like the filtered versions. The only issue here is that she didn't put it back as soon as she figured out the Facebook thing. Yeah, or like let him know. Like how long did the Facebook thing last? Did she see him leave and then not say anything? She's like, oh shit, oh he'll be fine. Yeah, like if she communicated. Oh my gosh, that's like half of these things, right? Where it's just communicate. Also, by the way, how old are you? Are you a heterosexual relationship or a homosexual? I don't know. This is important information. Okay. You're the a-hole, you're the a-hole, you're the a-hole. Are you serious? You're the... I mean... I feel like this might just be bait. I think this is... I think... Everyone... Wait, hold on. They see... Everyone sucks here? Probably thought we would give her an everyone sucks here for her husband overreacting, but no, it's... You're the a-hole all the way. Okay. We don't have all the facts. Hey Noah, because they took a lot of time before they went to work. I mean, yeah, like they waited till he called later. Like he had to find out that way. Also, wait, what day of the week is it? You bought him a laptop? Do you have a job? All right, I feel like this might be a bait post, and it's way too easy. I have like the spicier ones like to the left side, so we'll get to those. And this one is one that already has a flare for the answer. Yeah, I mean, too easy. Hi, Noah. Happy honeymoon. Woo. Okay. Would I be the a-hole if I didn't let my husband attend the baby shower or birth of our child? Wait, this is obvious, right? Next time, but okay. there's posts. It's 77% upvoted. So like I like maybe it might be worth a little bit of time because like I said earlier, Reddit might have already given this a flare, but we are not Reddit. We are smarter than Reddit. We don't go on Reddit like Reddit does. You know what I mean? My husband, 29-year-old, and I, 28-year-old, have a daughter, 3-year-old. He was happy when I told him she was a girl. Okay, we're having another one. And when I had my ultrasound, I was told it was another girl. Again, my husband was happy. Turns out I was told wrong, and it's actually a boy we're having. And my husband freaked out in excitement. That is... Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. His reaction to us having a boy was nothing like either of his reactions to having a girl. He was actually jumping around and yelling. He immediately called all his friends and family. He kept hugging and swinging our daughter around, telling she's going to be getting a brother. I mean, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Is this the reason? Oh my gosh, this is another easy one, huh? I confronted him about not being excited about having girls and says because I wanted a boy. Got so pissed off. I don't want him at the baby shower. I guess it's not really a baby shower. And we're not really asking for anything still. Or the birth. Oh my gosh, this is... Oh my gosh.
Oh my god!
Hey Austin.
Rolled.
Thanks for the resub. I appreciate it. Happy 13 months, OMG. He thought I was kidding at first, but once he realized I was serious, I got really upset and started an argument over it. What would be the deal if I didn't let him tell about it? Oh my gosh. Oh. You know what? Maybe you're in the right. Okay, sorry. That's another easy one. Here's the thing. I just based it off the titles. I thought, like, based on how many upvotes it had, it'd be good and spicy. I didn't pre-read any of them, so you know what? Part 4. Am I the old for telling my husband he exaggerated when he said my kids ruined his daughter's birthday? You know what? I'm just not gonna look at this one. Okay, and these other two. Okay, well anyway. Here we go. This is the juicy stuff. Good. Are all your brains like mushed and melded into being warmed up? Are they freshly baked?
Oh my god!
Hey Michaela, welcome. How's it going?
Go.
Let's go. I miss your streams. OMG, thank you. Yeah, by the way, how was everyone's previous week? Since I didn't get to ask at all. How was the Gilbert game? As someone who wants one of each, I'd be excited too if I found it was one of the other gender. Yeah, mix it up, keep it fresh. Keeping them from the shower and birth is a great way of causing resentment between the parents. She'll blame it on him, so it's okay. Yeah, I mean, these last few years must have had no issues whatsoever. You know, I mean, I don't want to know the gender of my kids. I want it to be like The Sims. Pop. What's its name? Very great game. Renee cried. Oh, Renee cried at the game. It was meaningful. I can't wait for the Gilbert stream when he streams that game. I only saw a couple frames. I cried a lot. Good. Also, Pop. What's its name? I feel like that's the thing. Like, if I were having children, I feel like. Because you guys have seen me nickname Pokemon in Pokemon games. I've spent like too long sometimes. If I don't spend too long, I'll catch like a pony to name it like Glorf or something like that. Can't do that with a can't do that with a child. Umunga's so true. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure that if that previous post is real, their marriage will be just fine. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. What? You can stream it? What'd I say? You can force the gender of your kids in The Sims. Carrots for a boy and strawberries for a girl. Oh, it's like real life. That's a boy. Well, I was set on the name Amanda. Amando. Ramondo. Name your kid Glorf. Oh, well, yeah, I could. Wait, hold on. What is it? List of names in the... What's the website? It's like a top 10 names, popular baby names. What is it? The United States Census? Names. Name lookup tables. Okay. Glorf, let's do it. Let's look it up. A man. Oh, so true. Choose a state to download. What? Is this a real website? .gov. Okay. I just want to look up the names. Next time I bought. I don't feel like downloading anything. I like you know, you guys remember that picture that was going around that was like there's one person in the United States named Gay Bowser, and then there was 0, and then there was another one. Yeah. I want to use that. Oh well. I don't think there's a Glorf. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think there's a Glorf. Alright. So am I the a-hole for kicking out my mother-in-law for forcing my child to eat the one thing she dislikes? How far did that go? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, she is older, so doesn't she have more authority, you know? I'm gonna name my kid Aaron Yeager. Are you gonna like hyphenate it so it's like all in the first name? Or is it going to be like Aaron, middle name Yeager, and then last name? Just go Aaron Yeager. Yeah. Your kid's gonna think like that's how it's actually pronounced. When like the kindergarten teacher's like, okay, what's your name? He's gonna be like, Aaron! Aaron Yeager! And that'll just be the normal one. Yeager, Levi, last name. Oh my gosh. Oh, perfect. Yeah, you know what? I don't know why I ever had any doubts. Dang. Man, I want to look up if there's any kid named that right now in the US. Maybe later. Is that a typo? Oh, no, it's... Never mind. My husband and I have a daughter, 10 female, and she hates mushrooms. The taste, the texture, and the smell of them she cannot stand. She's not a picky eater by any means. She doesn't like mushrooms. Okay. Surely there's... I mean, for sure there must be. Mr. Sam wants a kid named Roland. I don't know how like Justin Roland or what? Well, it's like a little give and take. Like, how does he feel about Aaron Yeager, you know? I wonder if you could give a kid 2 names. You know, like how some households are bilingual and they'll learn different words for different things based on the languages. What if you do that, but with their name? Propose Rowan? Oh, like a Stephen King character. You love Stephen King. We're like, I'm not having kids anytime soon. Okay. Anyway, so I was a picky eater as a kid, and I still maybe am a little bit. I've been getting out of it for a while. I've been ever since I started like getting HelloFresh last year. I have a kid when you have a cat. Amen. Yeah. Well, she already has 2 cats, right? So what's next, you know? So the fact that the daughter has had the mushrooms before and she has multiple reasons not to like them, like, I think that's valid. If she's just like, I don't want to eat it because I don't want to eat it, like, I mean, that's another thing. When my parents were kids, and I don't know why they didn't do this with me, but when they didn't want something at the kitchen table, they received something called a no thank you helping, and they got like probably like a spoonful of whatever they didn't want, and then they ate it anyway, and then because, you know, they're making the food, you know. So maybe it's like a little bit of that, like maybe it's like 1 mushroom. I don't know. Southern dog named Cujo. Oh, let's go. All right. Hey, oh, that'd be funny. Mushrooms are nasty. I don't know if I can have much of opinion. I've had some like souffles with mushrooms and stuff, and it was fine, but it was like it didn't really do anything for me. Also, she's 10. It's not that serious. But if it's only like 1 mushroom, it's like this might be. Well, we'll keep reading. I don't think kids should be forced to eat things they don't like. I agree I think some kids, such as myself when I was younger, I preemptively assumed, and like I think there's still like credit to that. I think you could like smell something or look at it and understand if you like it already or not. But like, I think since she's tried it first, since the daughter's tried it first, she has like so much more credence here. Hi Natalia, hello. Can't say I'm at work, but I want to say hi. Hello, have fun at work. Happy work. Woo. You wouldn't force an adult to eat something they don't like? Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, like the fact that the kid has had them before and doesn't like them for many reasons. Like maybe if she hasn't had it in like 5 years and she decided she hated them when they're 5. But anyway, read Nick, you'll understand all you need to. Are you reading ahead? Fair. My mother-in-law lives with us and helps us by watching my daughter when she gets home from school. She makes dinner the nights we're working late for our daughter, as mother-in-law loves to cook, and so she ensured us that it would be no trouble for her to make our daughter dinner most nights. Very nice. And you know, scroll back down a bit, actually. Yeah, well, I'm getting there, all right? I'm getting there. You know what? No more. No more. No reading ahead. Oh my gosh, this is like kind of harder to read actually now. My husband and I both work in the medical field, so we have crazy unpredictable schedules and are not home most nights to make dinner. Good luck with that. Last night, my husband and I both had the night off work, and we're making dinner together. My mother-in-law went out for. Oh wait. We were both when we were making dinner together. My mother-in-law went out for dinner with her friends. Susie came to us crying about how she said she is sick and tired of being starved most nights. And we can please make her dinner instead of mother-in-law. Wait, is it like my way or the highway? Oh no. Not in there yet. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my stream, guys. It's very public knowledge that Susie doesn't like mushrooms. But yeah, for the past few weeks, every single dish that my mother-in-law has made for Susie has had the main component of mushrooms in it. Oh my gosh. Get a life. Portobello mushroom burgers, mushroom risotto, mushroom pasta, etc. These dishes aren't made when either myself or my husband are around, but when we aren't, that's all Susie is served to eat. She told us that if she politely refuses to eat the dishes, my mother-in-law will tell her to suit herself, but she's not getting any other food for the rest of the night, and that she has to outgrow the stupid mushroom hatred. This is another thing that like, yeah, this is another thing that the older generation is like. It's like my way or the highway. They don't mind a sprinkle of authority abuse, you know what I mean? Power going to their head. The mother-in-law probably had this done to her when she was a child, and she thinks that since she surpassed it, or since she's like older now and just past that point in time, because her parents are probably not here anymore, that it's actually not that bad at all. It's like, hey, this happened to me and I turned out all right, but that's also like going against the all the trials and tribulations they went to when they were younger. My mother went everywhere possible right now. Yeah. I think it's safe to say our generation's gonna be much better parents. Though I have heard that millennials are, well, you know what? I take it back. I think millennials have overcorrected, because there's that whole like child like that. There's a 6-year-old that brought their mom's gun to school and then shot the teacher. I think the teacher was okay a little bit, but like, your opinions are different from mine at 10. Disrespectful. Yeah. Now you have crunchy. What? What? What are you saying? What are you saying right now? But yeah, now like the teachers are. I mean, they've always been underpaid, but now they're also getting abused by, like, physically assaulted by minors, and they're not allowed to do anything about it. But I mean, the technology, how fast technology has progressed, like in the 2000s, I think it was like hard to work with that. Not like to give these parents that are making all of their children disassociated with everything, like giving them a freebie, but. I mean, I think that is a reason why. So anyway, like afterwards, like in 10 years, maybe now, crunchy moms are like hippies. Basically, I've never heard that before. I've never Like granola mom. What are you guys? You guys are making this up right now. 100%. None of this is real. You're gaslighting us. Coming out of both of those, we now have responsive parenting, and it's a good middle road. Yeah, like I think there is a good middle road coming from it, but like I said, there's also like the result of like unrelated to this, like parents putting their kids, giving their kids I know it sounds like, oh, babies are given an iPad from birth and then their brains melt, and it is kind of like a boomer take, but it's also apparently true. I mean, like, it's also, you know, all of the horrendous things that happen in America, and like the children have no way to cope with it other than disassociating. But anyway, cereal moms are. What are you? What are you talking about? They generally believe cloth diapers are coming back, organic foods, etc. They're not. I don't know. From Urban Dictionary, they generally believe, for varying reasons, that there is something bad or less beneficial about buying mainstream products or doing other common activities the mainstream way. Cereal moms? I don't know anything about all that. I just say, take a parenting class. Anyway. Both my husband and I were extremely upset that our child is going to be going to bed hungry every night due to my mother-in-law only making her dinners with one ingredient she doesn't like and not allowing her to eat anything else. Yeah, that is crazy authoritarian. Get a life. Crunchy moms. I bet you made that definition just now. I bet you logged into your Urban Dictionary account and did that. I refuse to believe that's a real thing. When mother-in-law got home, we confronted her about this. She started going off, saying that Susie needs to grow up and get over the stupid hatred of mushrooms. I told her that she's essentially starving her granddaughter. She disagreed and said it's tough love. Oh my gosh. She then proceeded to call me a bad mother for prioritizing my career over my child and get over this dislike toward a vegetable. I told her to get out of my house because she will not disrespect me like that. She ended up leaving, but had some nasty things to say to me on the way out. Oh my gosh, my husband's 100% on my side and feels that his mother is out of line. I've been getting non-stop messages from my two sister-in-laws and my mother-in-law calling us every name in the book for kicking her out and that my daughter needs to get over. Oh my gosh, well, when was this posted? 9 hours ago? I was gonna say this Christmas Thanksgiving dinner is gonna be interesting, but man, oh man. You're sticking with Pampers? You're planning? Yeah, not the a-hole for sure. Like the grandma, hey. You're gonna be put in the fast lane to a home. You know what I'm saying? Oh, unsafe. No, don't do that. Hey, Gilbert. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty easy. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. This is a little too close for me. Okay. The dishes aren't made when either myself or her husband are around, but when we aren't, that's all Susie is served to eat. Your mother-in-law doesn't understand that it's perfectly okay to have different tastes than someone else. She thinks that broadening her food choices. She thinks she's broadening her food choices. From what you say, her food choices are plenty broad, so this is a power move, pure and simple. She's going to make her love mushrooms or else. Yeah. I've always wanted kids, Nick, and I'm always planning. Won't go into effect for you. Well, let's go, Michaela. Your mother-in-law is deliberately tormenting your child. She doesn't know what she's doing wrong because she doesn't do it when you and your husband are around. Yeah, right? It's not tough love, it's child abuse. Yeah, like if she didn't know it was like inappropriate, she would have probably been a little more forward about it. Doing this for weeks, you should kick her out weeks ago. Well, you just found out. Your daughter isn't given the food she needs. She's a child, her body needs to grow. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it's like absolutely. Oop. Hello? Not the a-hole. This is. Sorry, guys. This is another one of those things where, like, I think this is a good, like, story. And honestly, I think it is real, but I feel like this kind of post would benefit from like the mother-in-law posting her side of the story, and like, I mean, I don't know if my opinion would change at all, but I think it would just be really interesting. They're getting potty trained fresh out of it. Their crib's gonna be a little potty. So true, Gilbert. My lips are chapped, but I don't have any chapstick. Oh, hats off to you. Okay. I got a new hat. I got a new hat for the trip. 1 second. Like on fire. I got this for my Florida outfit. Doesn't really go with this shirt, but yeah, I mean, this one's pretty okay. So let me try to think of I don't know, it's just mushrooms. Who cares? Like, why do you care so much about mushrooms? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think this is one of those posts where, like, obviously you're in the right, but the team mother-in-law and person are so heavy-handed, and, you know, calling them every name in the book and freaking her out. I mean, it's warranted, and I'm sure the mother-in-law is not telling the sister-in-laws the proper story, or the sister-in-laws were raised the same way, so they're like, yeah, get over it, even though, like, they've been through the same thing probably, and they probably didn't like that when they were younger. Their house, their rules. Why don't family just like each other? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So this is another one where the flare was already made, but I thought the topic was like really interesting, and if this doesn't really do it for me, then I'll just like look at some random ones that are hot right now. 21, and I don't like mushrooms. I don't know. I just don't care about mushrooms. Like I'm sure they help out some dishes. I wonder if there were mushrooms in that soup I had the other day. But yeah, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Okay, so am I the a-hole for prioritizing my son's dog over my wife's pregnancy? and the Flair is not the a-hole, so let's see how this goes. I want to find a post like this without a Flair already, but like I said, it's Reddit. We might not already agree. Yeah, yeah. When my son, 14, was 8, we got a dog. He's half Great Dane and half some dog of my friend's dog. He's half Great Dane and half some dog my friend's dog met during an unauthorized absence. Okay, so a Great Dane mutt. My son loves this dog and does all the care for him. Oh wow, except vet stuff, and is a very responsible dog owner. Oh, this dog is pretty much his oh. JK. I don't even remember what I said. Oh, wholesome. My wife is 12 weeks pregnant, and ever since we confirmed the pregnancy, she has been acting weird around the dog. She avoids him, puts her hands over her stomach when he's around, and jolts whenever he... Oh. This is the first time it's happened in 6 years? Today she told me she wants to rehome the dog. I asked her what are you talking about? You're crazy. Not to gaslight. Also, you're a pregnant woman. I'm sorry for anyway. She said she has been having anxiety that will jump on her. This is completely unreasonable. Okay. I mean, I don't know if like that he will jump on her. Even if he's never... I mean, she's going through it. Life is just being over dramatic. She is pregnant. She is pregnant. So let's see how he handles it. He doesn't jump on people. Yeah, I figured. We trained him not to jump on people or run into people very young because he's half Great Dane, and I felt this was important for all dogs. Yes, but especially one who could possibly grow to such a large size, which he did. There's no reason for her to think the dog will jump on her. True. She said that there's no way to know for sure that the dog won't jump on her, and if he does, our baby could be hurt. The dog has never so much growled at her. She said that even if the dog doesn't jump on her, anxiety is bad for her health. She says she needs the dog elsewhere for her safety and the baby's. Just that's like really selfish. She's only 12 weeks. I don't know anything about like pregnant hormones, but that's like nothing, right? I feel like she's been thinking, what if she just doesn't like the dog? She was like looking for an out, and so she was like, hey, I want a baby. And then and now she's using as the baby to get rid of the dog. That'd be a oh man, 300 IQ. Okay, I told her that there was no way. My son got the dog right after he lost his mom. My son got this dog right after he lost his mom and imprinted on him hard. Sometimes I think he loves the dog more than me. I'm not taking his dog. The dog didn't do anything. Even if he did jump on her, it wouldn't hurt the baby. It might scratch her or anything. Babies before and after birth are very resilient under normal circumstances. Yeah, like I think there's something else at play. Like maybe this is like the evil stepmother who like wants to get rid of everything that came from the first marriage, you know? First it's the dog. Next, it's gonna be the 14-year-old boy, you know? Yeah. My wife said I'm prioritizing my dog over her pregnancy. The dog isn't a threat to her pregnancy. If this were any other unreasonable request, I would just do it because she's pregnant. I can't just break my son's heart over fear that she has that makes no sense. I'm being the a-hole. Yeah, like okay. So when I saw when I saw the title, I thought it would be like, my wife is very close to giving birth, but the dog needs a walk. He goes to like the dog park every Tuesday morning in the afternoon. We can't skip it this time. I thought it would be like maybe something more closely related to that kind of instance. These are people who get in accidents and stuff, and they're pregnant. There are people who get in pregnancy and okay. I think it'd take a lot more than a dog jumping on her to do any harm. Yeah. I guess like there's an instance where, you know, the wife has low-key had a phobia. No, like this would have come up at some point. But maybe she like, I don't know. She had a phobia, and so she's just thinking on. I don't think it's completely out of the realm of possibility for someone to just develop this out of nowhere. But like to be so stern and like stubborn about it, you know? Gotta go back to work. All right, have fun at work, make money, have fun. Exactly. I've seen someone late term and about to pop fall right on her side, and she got up and was fine. It scared us because she was so far along, but she was good. Yeah, she fell on her side though, you know. Let's see what the comments have to say. Not the goal. Has she stopped driving? Has she started using a wheelchair so she won't fall? Is she refusing to use stairs? She needs some counseling, generally not being rude, to figure out why she's only fixated on the dog and reacting to similar sounds. It sounds similar to PTSD symptoms. Did you train at the job not to jump because he pushed her over at some point? Was she pushed by a dog as a child or something? Something got in her head. Or she has always hated the dog and is manipulating you now. She sees a chance to get rid of it. Yeah. Amen, Renee. Well trained before you even met the wife. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I would microchip the dog if you haven't already. Make sure the info is up to date and see if she will seek counseling and compromise. Your kid needs this dog. Yeah. Oh, what are the awards for on Reddit? Do you like actually get money from it? Like, is this like equal to a donation on Reddit posts? Animals are lifetime responsibilities. Pawning them off because she got pregnant would be, yeah, yeah. Yeah, too easy. It's too easy. Let's find something outlandish. Yeah, yeah. I think that's all we're gonna get out of that post. Thanks, Nightbot. If I able to leave my babies inside by themselves. I didn't see by. Inside themselves. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this looks like a good post. Am I able for leaving my babies inside by themselves? I, 20, am a mother of triplets. Oh, that's like, honestly, that's kind of like a big fear for me. When I get married one day and have kids, I'm like super afraid of having, I was gonna say doublets. I'm afraid of having twins or triplets because, like, parents, they know, everyone says they know, but I might not know, you know? And then they'll like conspire against us, you know? Anyway, whom I am mother of triplets whom are only 22 months old. I never expected ever in my life that I'd be a mother to triplets. So when I first became pregnant, it was definitely last thing in my mind. I'm home with my babies all day long and had to even transfer my education to online. I mean, you probably wouldn't do that anyway. By the way, Reddit Gold rewards provide the user with 1 free week of Reddit Premium and 100 coins. Oh, to like pay it forward? What is Reddit Premium? Are there ads? I guess there are ads, but like, just scroll, forehead. Sometimes I just need some fresh air, especially when I can't get them to stop crying. And I find myself getting super frustrated to the point of tears. It's honestly so hard, and the dad isn't here to help, as he's either at work or at school. Ooh. Yeah, this is a tough situation. This is a tough situation to be in. My fiance, 24, parents rented us a main floor apartment. So when I step outside, I'm literally just sitting on the chair right beside the door. Plus, I have a baby monitor set up in the room, and has a camera on it. I can literally see them and hear them. So if anything happened, it'd be quickly. Yeah, okay, yeah. This seems really fair. Like, I think it's really cool that the husband still gets to do work and school, and also the mom is still somehow managing to do school while taking care of the. Oh man, maternity leave. Oh, in America sucks. Thanks, Nightbot. Yo, Laron? It's so crazy to me that like we're not anywhere near other first world countries with maternity leave. Like, why do companies not want you to spend any time with your kids? Why do the companies want you to be unhappy? You do worse work anyway. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the baby camera is that's a common thing to have. I think it's normal. So far, there's nothing like out of the ordinary, I don't think. Being able to step outside for a few minutes to take a breather is really important to me because I start to have mini panic attacks when I can't get them to stop crying. And I get really frustrated because I just feel super overwhelmed. Being able to go outside just gives me a chance to calm down. Okay, so do you go outside while your kids are crying though? Or wait, hold on. The parent. So, and also it looks like the parents, like the grandparents, are still in the picture. I wonder if they're ever like around to help and they just decide not to. I don't know. So only her education had to move online, and she's getting away from the noise of 3 babies as a first-time mom. Still saying accessible the baby-proof environment, it'll be fine. Plus people who have never raised kids don't. Ah, ran out of space, huh? I assume she's still on maternity leave and she still wanted to do school. She still wanted to like get her education and stuff. I assume she's on maternity leave. Okay. Don't always realize the babies cry. I think it's the fact that like she's alone most of the time and there's 3 of them. But so far I don't see anything wrong with how she's handling it. But I'll just keep reading. My fiance came home to me sitting outside while the babies were crying and freaked out on me for calling me a horrible mom and a bunch of other names that I'm not going to list here. He thinks that I was being super neglectful and putting the babies in harm's way, even told his parents, and now everyone seems to be really against me. Oh, ooh, yikes. So she does go out there while the babies cry. I mean, like, I can understand if you're overwhelmed, but I think you should have, like, looked for help before getting to this point. I understand, like, if you're a mom, it's been 2 months, like, the dad isn't even home right now. Man. So it's like you're stressful, you're not thinking straight, because, like, you don't get any sleep when you have a kid, let alone 3 triplets. Oh man. Yikes. This sucks. I'm not envious of her. I grew up in the system, my fiance's family. I grew up in the system, my fiance's family is the only family I've ever known, so it breaks my heart that they're so upset with me, but I really don't think I was doing anything wrong or putting my babies in harm's way, but they seem to think otherwise. So here I am wondering if I should apologize for my actions or if I'm the a-hole in this situation. He got worried about his babies because he isn't around with them all, and the crying is scary. Yeah, there's like a maternal, like, alarm that goes off when your own kids start crying. But babies do sometimes cry just to cry, and if she has a breakdown too, she has a big. I mean, I want to give her a little bit of of leeway, because like I said, I understand. Like, she's probably sleep deprived, taking care of 3 kids on her own. But I do think that the husband's family should be more involved. You know, terrible twos. I think the family should have helped her more. I think getting into the habit of leaving the house when your babies are crying is not great. I think she wasn't ready to have kids. I think she wasn't ready to have kids, and I feel bad for her. But you, like, yeah, it's not a good move. It's not a good move or look. Yikes. Okay, so let's see. Not the a-hole. I also, like, I don't, yeah, considering that, they're there to gossip. I don't know, I don't know where I stand at the moment. I think it's, like, a complicated, topic. When I had my baby, one of the things the nurses told me repetitively while in the hospital and during the home visits, is that if she is crying, and I know how she has to be fed, she has a clean nappy, or she isn't sick, and I'm getting stressed out, it's okay to go outside for a few minutes just to recollect myself. Okay. Their exact words were, a crying baby is an alive baby. They tell you this because it's better for a baby to be left to cry for a little while, and the other parents to get a breather, than for the parents to wig out and hurt their babies in frustration. This advice was so important. It allowed me to do what I needed to do without feeling guilty. And those few minutes really do help in those times when they won't settle. And I had one, let alone if I had 3. Yeah, I think that's fair. This is the way Dad came home to 3 crying alive babies. You were with them all day and kept them fed and clean. And you had to monitor them. You just went to feed from them. You're tired, amazing. Not the whole mom of these babies. Carry on, mama. Hydrate, so true. Yeah, rather than for parents to wig out and hurt their babies in frustration. Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Not the whole what you're doing is preventing shaken baby syndrome. When the caregiver is overwhelmed, you need to step away for a few minutes to collect yourself and breathe. Center yourself, calm down, and do what you need to do. You'll only be an a-hole if you left them alone for long stretches of time, but it sounds like you only did it just for short periods to monitor them. When you do so, nothing wrong with that. What does your fiance do to help with the babies? Yeah. Working school is tough, but, like, really. Not really, as when he comes home, he's really tired. I do over 90% of the childcare since they were born. He'll be able to change a diaper once in a while. Like the SpongeBob episode, Patrick and the Clam. Okay, yeah, I mean, like, how long are you stepping away? You'd be a good parent by recognizing when you're reaching the breaking point and taking a moment to yourself. Yeah, I mean, like, I see the story and I don't really focus so much as what the story's about, but like what the story's leaving out, you know? Like, what's the dad doing? What are the parents doing? Like, did they say like, oh, we got you an apartment, and then that's it, grandparent time over? I wonder what other things are going on. Yeah, I think I am leaning to not the a-hole, but I don't know. I feel like the dad's family should be like, I don't know. Let's do another one. No matter if we're doing that, then they should have offered to help her out. Yeah, I agree. Oops, I agree with that sentiment. Okay, let's do how long am I doing this? Let's do one more. Let's do one more good one. Promoted. Hold on. For buying $500 of mismarked prime rib. For choosing my dog over my family by refusing to accommodate my girlfriend's brother. Oh my gosh, what a mouthful. Hold on. I can't think. Too many words. Even though it's a good song. Wait, what did I say? I'm illegal for choosing my dog over my family by refusing to accommodate my girlfriend's brother. That seems a little spicy, like a little bit. Am I illegal for buying my daughter her own Nintendo Switch after her older step siblings refused to let her play? There's some leeway there, maybe. Am I the a-hole for pretending not to recognize my parents when they tried to reconnect? Oh man. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is a long one. Hold on. All these seem a little good. Hydrate? Did I not hydrate? Oh no. Thank you, Shelby. Oh my goodness. This is the spiciest one. Honestly, let's do these three more, and then I'm gonna go on to some Pokemon. Am I the a-hole for buying my daughter her own Nintendo Switch after her older step siblings refused to let her play? So my wife has a son, 12, and a daughter, 14. They're not biologically my kids. Our daughter is 7. Our daughter 7 is, however. Ugh, I hate Reddit lingo. For Christmas, we bought them the Switch. To be clear, it was for all three, and they opened it together. It was their first gaming console. All the games were purchased, had multiplayer function. We also gave each kid their own controller. I mean, at the moment, I think this is like kind of tough because sharing a console between 3 kids, especially like a Nintendo Switch, is gonna be tough because the Nintendo Switch has like is something for everyone, especially like kids at this age. I don't blame them for not getting multiple at first. Sometimes you can only get one console. I don't know. Let's keep reading. Christmas Day, things were fine. They all played together for hours. The day after, life resumed. My wife flew out to her dad's for his surgery, and I went to work each day. Both older kids were to keep an eye out for the youngest during the remainder of the Christmas break. Yeah, 14, I guess. When I read the last sentence, I was like, is the dad gone for the entirety of it? But no, it's just work, right? Yeah, he went to work each day, yeah. Anyway, I'd come home from work to find the two playing, while the youngest sat quietly, obviously upset though. I asked why isn't the youngest playing as well? I would hear responses like, in a minute, or this level's too hard for her. Most of the time, they'd give me a bunch of hot air without a definite reason. Eef. One evening, a huge fight broke out after the two paused the game and walked away. The youngest determined it was finally her turn. When they found her, all hell broke loose. I took the console away. The next day, I told them they could have it back when they agreed to let their sister play. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That seems yikes. I mean, that seems like a normal thing to do. I could for sure imagine that like the son and daughter are like us versus her. She's new here, but like it's been 7 years. But I mean, like, kids will be kids. Several days later, I come home to find the youngest in her room crying. They made her do all their chores. In return, she would be given 15 minutes to play the game. Only they didn't hold up their end of the deal after she completed the chores. I discovered this wasn't an isolated incident. They have been bossing her around every day and using the console to manipulate her. I was livid. This was a gift intended for everyone. She shouldn't have to earn her time to play and then be given a ridiculous time restraint. Has this happened before in any other way? Yikes. Yikes. What? Were there no... I mean, okay. I took the console away completely, but realized later this wasn't fair to the youngest who did nothing wrong. I decided to buy her a system, just for her. I saw this being the only fix to eliminate the problem. The other kids got their system back, and I explained their sister now has her own. Everything seemed fine. Everyone seemed fine. Things, in my opinion, worked out great. Okay, cool. Cool. Who has a problem with this then? If the older two siblings are fine with this, then cool. I mean, I kind of hope they're a little upset, a little jealous. Did they have a lesson learned experience? Because it seems like they just got the console back immediately. I don't know. This was until my wife returned home. Did you not communicate at all during the whole time? The older kids told her how I've shown obvious favoritism for the youngest. They don't think it's fair the youngest kid to has a console for herself and in her bedroom. Their console has been in the living room since Christmas morning. They argued they should each have their own consoles so they can have them in their separate rooms too. To be clear, the youngest needs her system in her room, or it would defeat the purpose of buying another one, since the other kids use it in the living room TV. I agree. Yeah. I mean, I think it's just kind of weird that the wife has not like heard any of this at all, and I think that the first two kids had to be the ones to let her know. I think it's a bad look. Like, I know the wife is, she's dealing with her dad's surgery right now, but, I mean, hey, honey, how's it going? How are the kids? Oh, they're fine, you know. Yo, Morgram, though? Oh, so you just want to be a hard parent. Clearly, these kids aren't capable of having this privilege, and after this, neither kid would be allowed to play until further notice. Going to the youngest kids, yeah, communicate with your partners. Yeah. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, like if they're ganging up on the younger child here, like where did it start and where does it end? Even after explaining to my wife what happened, she agreed it was a form of favoritism. Come on, and that I should have made the rule all three play or none at all. I mean, but like yeah, but then you're still just punishing the younger one. Like nothing, like as if they'd actually obey the rule when I wasn't home. Currently, they're barely speaking to me, and said to fix things, I should buy a third console. I'm kicking myself for buying the first one. Yeah. If they can't handle the privilege of a Nintendo console, then they can't handle it. I think I would, man. Yeah, because like that's the thing. You're never home. No one's ever home. You can't be like, okay, well, so the youngest sister gets her own console. It goes in her room, but like, what's gonna stop them from messing with that while they're gone? I mean, there are parental controls. There are parental controls on the Switch. I think there's definitely ways to work around it, but maybe the father didn't know. But yikes! No, I think the dad did the right thing. Left out some valuable steps, but edit. I'm not sure why so many were baffled over the fact that the older kids were asked to keep an eye out for the youngest. That simply meant, as they know, call if there's a problem and I'll be right there. They were not expected or asked to do a single thing for their sibling other than picking up the phone and calling me. I mean, the fact that there's 3 of them at home. I didn't get to stay home alone until I was like in middle school. And yeah, this is middle school, maybe freshman in high school age. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna give the youngest the password. Yeah. Yeah. Not the a-hole. Your stepchildren are bullying your daughter. You took action to rectify that and did so in a very fair way. They wanted to console them. They wanted that console for themselves. Well, they got it, and now the younger sister has her own console. As for your wife, she's turning a blind eye to her children's bullying behavior, and their kids clearly have her number. They're manipulating her with their ridiculous claims of favoritism. If anyone is showing favoritism, it's her. When she chooses to execute their bad behavior toward you, their daughter. Excuse their bad behavior toward your daughter. The idea that you should have to reward your stepkids for their bullying by buying yet another console is absolutely ridiculous. Tell her to buy it herself if she really thinks they deserve to be rewarded in their bad behavior. Applaud you for standing up for your child and not allowing her to be bullied. I recommend your family counseling. Sounds like this issue goes deeper than a console. Your wife does not want to see or admit her kid's behavior. Yep. They have had no issues sharing with each other, so no, a third one should not be needed. They refuse to share with the other, so yes, she does deserve her own. Yep. Yep, okay, yeah, we don't really need to see the comments for this one, I feel like. I don't know if I'm really feeling this one. This is kind of like samey. Also, it's a long one. It's kind of same to the other one, I feel like. Let's just end it on this one. Am I the a-hole for pretending not to recognize my parents when they tried to reconnect? Okay, so this could go either way. I think by default, you want to, like... You read this title and be like, oh, well, you probably have, like, a pretty fair reason. Maybe you don't. Also, this is another throwaway, so this could be fake, but we'll see. We'll try to deduce it. We'll try to figure out with our incredible reading skills. Pardon me. Wait, how old are you? What gender are you? No, the stories. Oh, I can't. I don't know if I can read this one. I was raised mostly by my uncle and aunt. My older sister developed a serious illness when I was 6, and my parents decided that they couldn't care for both of us, I guess. My older sister developed a serious illness when I was 6, and so they kind of unceremoniously dumped me at my grandparents, and my uncle took me in? Yeesh. Like, didn't even explain to me what was going on. Just, you're going to visit Gran for a while, and never pick me back up. When I was 6, my grandparents and uncle explained it later, and they were pretty livid at my parents. Yeah, what? I've seen my parents maybe 5 times since then, and not at all for the last 9 years. That's kind of crazy. I've seen parents maybe 5 times. Also, I feel like if the story was fake, it'd be spaced a little bit better. 5 times since then, and not at all for the last 9 years? It's not like they set them up the poster up for adoption. They were within the family. It would have been super easy. I decided to stop having contact with them when I was 12, and since I was the only one reaching out, all communication broke down. It turned out okay. I love my aunt and uncle, and it turns out they can't have kids, so they've always said I'm their miracle kid. I was just misrouted by the stork at first. That's cute. I was formally adopted by them when I turned 18. I wish it happened earlier, but there were some red tape things that would have made that really expensive and difficult. I'm 21 now. Okay. My sister passed away between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I made a trip back from school for the funeral. Did you have any connection with the sister? But I stayed in the back and left before my biological parents could talk to me. They called my uncle and tried to talk to me, but I said I didn't want to. So we told them that I wasn't available at the moment. That's valid. They caught up to me over Christmas when I went to a midnight pass with my gran and approached me and tried to give me a hug. I did recognize them, but I pretended not to and just backed up and said, "Sorry, do I know you?" Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, they said, "Where are your parents?" And I said, "My parents are at home." Ooh. And went and sat down with my gran. They sat behind us and I could just feel the stare. And on the way out, they were like, "You really don't recognize us?" I said, "Oh, are you my dad's brother? I think I remember you from when I was little." Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so petty, but I kind of love it. I kind of love it. Oh, ooh, this is spicy. My gran thinks they deserve to trying to come back to me like nothing happened. Yeah, like, okay, well, we ran out of the first child. Let's try to bounce back. They wrote me a long letter about how hurt they are and how I should understand that they were trying to do the right thing and how they'll always be my parents and I can't change that. Oh my gosh. Oh, yoy. Other than family members, I think I was too harsh. Other family members think I was too harsh as they're grieving. But I don't think they should get a pass just because they remembered me now that my sister is gone. Yikes. 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 No, you earned all of that. It's not like you were far away. You were like did the family, did they not, what'd you guys do for Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that? Did they just like do their own thing the whole time? What reason did they have not to like keep you around? Let alone like be in contact with you. That's crazy. Not at all. Like these parents, they don't deserve any rights. Okay. I think I know what the comments are gonna say. Are you my dad's brother? Was pure class. That's, yeah. Technically correct with the adoption. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's hilarious. That was petty. So much deserved. Yeah. Oh yeah. I love that line. I love that line. I'm also petty, and I think OP could cause some more well-deserved damage before going no contact again. I don't know why you kept insisting my parents. Parents would never abandon their child for 15 years with zero contact. Parents would never deprive their children of a sibling relationship. Parents, so they would suddenly remember they have another child. Oh, ooh, if only. Oh man. Oh yikes. Yowie kablowie. Okay, let's I notice how in their letter they only focus on themselves, how they were hurt. Then they had the audacity to tell you how you should be and feel. These people are garbage and deserve to know and be told repeatedly that they're garbage. Rinse and repeat. Yeah. Not that complicated, but definitely like, oh, are you my dad's brother? Yeah. What a nice feel-good story. What a nice feel-good story. Yeah, I don't think there's any like room for I could try a control find. You're the a-hole. Can't